Good morning, everybody. It is day 38 of the suffering. And it's time to wake up and get our cardio in. All right, I'm going to get this started, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. The only easy day was yesterday. I'm just continuously trying to push myself harder and harder. Yesterday we did level 5 on the Stairmaster for 28 minutes and 2 minutes at level 2. And then today I did 15 minutes on level 2, and then I did 15 minutes on level 3, which was incredibly difficult with sore legs from yesterday. And I don't know if my legs are sore from the cardio or if they're sore from the leg workout. I know it's a mixture of both, to be honest. Can't say, oh, it's more one than the other. And they're not really like sore. They're just stiff. Very, very stiff. It seems like my body is going to pull fat from everywhere but my stomach. Last week it pulled it from my hips and my lower back. I could tell a big difference on my hips and my lower back. And that's cool, because it pulled a lot from here. Lost a lot of weight in this area right here, which is nice, because I still need to lose fat right there. But let's be honest, having abs would be really nice, and it'll be super motivating. I mean, I know they're going to come out eventually. It's just like, how much weight am I going to have to lose until they finally come out? And it looks like I'm going to have to lose all of it. It's not like, oh yeah, well, I lost 16 pounds and I got my abs, or oh, I lost 28 pounds and got my abs. Nope. For me, it's going to be like, oh, I lost all of it. I had to lose every bit of it, every ounce, before they finally came through. Last year, in the beginning of May, I weighed 62, 263. We'll just say 262. This last Sunday, I was 215. So that is, how much weight is that? 48 pounds? 48 pounds worth of weight from last year to this year that I've lost. Little over a year, because I started in May of last year and it's June. So little over a year I've lost 48 pounds. And here's the thing, okay? A lot of people get discouraged when they lose 1 pound. And they're like, oh man, I only lost 1 pound. But if you consecutively lose 1 pound a week, every single week for a year, that is 52 pounds of weight. 52 pounds of fat. Let me rephrase it. If you lose a pound a week, every single week for a year, that is 52 pounds. And it's like, man, that's not that much. Really? It's not. That's a massive amount. Go back and look at the videos of me whenever I was 262 pounds versus what I weigh now. And yet, I still don't have abs. Lost a lot of weight, but still don't have abs. 48 pounds. 48 pounds and no abs. It's just going to be that muscle on me that is the last thing to go. And, you know, some guys have problem losing their arm fat. Some have problem losing their hip fat. Some have problem losing their leg fat. Some guys have big issues with their legs, and their legs just will not grow no matter what they seem to do, and no matter how much they train them. So what they do is they just end up going, well, they don't grow anyways, so I'm just not going to worry about them, and I'm not going to train them. They're going to be covered by my pants anyways. But I'm going to have these nice, beautiful arms, this big, thick chest, and round shoulders, and these nice abs. And my body's like, yeah, let's grow the legs. What are we going to make big this week? Legs. What are we going to put progress in this week? Legs. What are we going to get to grow this week? Legs. What about the arms? No. Shoulder? No. Chest? Oh, no. No. Don't put any growing abilities into the chest. Don't do that. That's just a waste. Don't do that. Just put them in the legs. The one area that's always covered no matter what. But it's just genetics. It's just the way it is. And it's like, it's not the way I'm training. It's not the way I'm eating. That's not the way I'm sleeping. That's uh, it's genetics, my body. And it's like, well, you just haven't found the routine yet that's going to make your upper body grow. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what it is. Everybody has the potential to grow and get bigger. You just have to find the routine that's going to spark that new growth and that stimulus of what your body is wanting. Just my body doesn't want the upper body to get bigger. And don't get me wrong, I look athletic. Right? I look like someone, upper body, that plays like softball or plays like some type of like athletic thing, or tennis or something. So I know I look better than the average non-gym goer. But you put me in a shirt and you doesn't look like nothing. I take my shirt off and it's like, okay, yeah, he works out and takes care of himself. It's not like, oh, that's a bodybuilder. Oh my God, look how big he is, or look at his arms, or that's a big dude. Look how big that man. Oh my God, look how massive he is. What did you do to get so big? You look at me and it's like, yeah, 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 just another gym rat, just another average gym goer, just a, well, at least he takes care of himself. Oh, you look good for 37. I don't want to look good for 37. I want to look amazing for 37. I want to have, there's a certain build that I want. And I mean, if you were to ask me, if you could have any body, if you could have any frame or any physique, what physique would you want? Honestly, Jay Cutler's. I would love to have Jay Cutler's prime body, right? That would, to me, I would just love to be able to walk around and look like Jay Cutler. That'd be great. If not Jay Cutler, Chris Bumstead. He had a very beautiful physique. Lee Haney, gorgeous, flawless physique with Lee Haney. Lee Haney was actually my favorite Mr. Olympia of all time. And then, but if you had to take a mass monster, if I had to pick a mass monster, it'd be Jay Cutler. If not Jay Cutler, it would be Dorian Yates. If I had to go with the mass monsters, if I had to go with aesthetics, yeah, it'd probably be Lee Haney or Chris Bumstead. He looks pretty good too, as far as it goes for like Olympias and stuff like that. Like as far as it goes for like Mr. Olympias, non-Olympias, but like people who competed in Mr. Olympia. Marcus Rule, Dennis Wolf. Yeah, they look freaking incredible too. I like the mass monsters, man. I like those really big, massive dudes that just walk around looking like something from another planet. I don't know what it is, but it's just, they look awesome to me. And unfortunately, at 37, I just don't think it's ever going to happen for me at this point. I've been working out since I've been 14 years old, and I've been training the way I've been training, and as hard as I've been training, and doing everything I've been doing. And how many times do you eat a day? 6. How much protein do you eat? 330. 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Carbs, brown rice, and oatmeal. And how many days do you train? 6 days a week. And slow, high intensity, full stretch, range of motion. And that hasn't happened yet. So I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think I'm ever going to have that. I just don't think it's in the wheelhouse for me. And then you have the other end of the spectrum. It's like, well, I've been really big. I've been up to 270 to 290, and I've been fat, big, massive gut hanging down, big old fat, swollen face. But I had big arms. They were right at 19 inches. Had big old thick muscular back, but I was fat. So it's like I eat in a surplus to get strong for powerlifting, and then my body stores a ton of fat. And then I reduce my calories enough to be able to lose weight, and my body drops a bunch of muscle mass. It doesn't want both. My body doesn't want to be big and muscular. It either wants to be small and lean or big and fat. It doesn't matter the training I've done. I will figure it out. I'm 37. I'm giving myself until I'm 40 to compete in bodybuilding, not to go pro, but just to compete and have fun with it for 3 years. I'm committing to this for 3 years, from May of this year till, which I turn 40 in January. I just turned 37 in January. So, but I started in May 8th is whenever I started this, like aggressively again. I started last May, in 2023, but this May is whenever I'm calling it like year one. So for the next 3 years, I'm going to give it everything I have to cutting and bulking and cutting and bulking so I can start competing. And then if I start competing and I start looking how I want, having fun with competing, even if I don't compete until I'm 40, then I'll probably continuously compete and just have fun with it until I can't compete no more. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to wait till I'm 40 to compete. I'm going to spend the rest of this year. I'm going to cut till the end of January, the end of July, maybe the end of August, and the rest of the year I'm going to do a very slow bulk and try to put on some muscle mass, and then maybe next year I could look at competing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to cut this off and eat. I'm not going to record during the day, guys. I'm just going to go straight to the gym to 4 o'clock when I get home from work after this. It's just a little too difficult to record at work right now, so but I will get my 3 meals. I'll eat at 9, noon, and 3. It'll be chicken and rice and green beans at those times. So I'll see y'all in the gym at 4 o'clock tonight. Well, we're back again at 4 o'clock in the gym. This is my top set of Y-grip pull downs. Last week I did 180 for 10, so I'm going to try to get 11 this week. Like I was saying this morning, not exactly what I was saying, but kind of to touch on it. I just don't think I have very good bodybuilding genetics because, like I said, I look athletic, and I know I don't look terrible, but I don't look nearly like how I want to look. Like I want to be that guy that like it's like, yeah, dude, you took it too far, man. You're way too big, and why would you want to look like that? And why would you want to be that big? That's the reaction I want from people, and I will never get that at this size. And I just don't think my legs have the potential. I just don't think my other upper body will ever be like that. So going for more of a modest, and I know if I'm going to compete, I'm not going to do like the board shorts, men's physique. I'm going to do classic bodybuilding. If I can't put the mass on that I want to put on to do open bodybuilding, then I'm going to do classic bodybuilding if that's more of what my frame and shape is going to look like. Because I want to do full bodybuilding. I work hard on my legs. I want to show them off whenever I go to compete. So this is, 3 years that I'm going to be putting into this and trying my hardest. And whenever I get done this cut, when I finally get my abs, I'm going to go in a bulk for the rest of the year. Once my abs come through, and hopefully I get my abs by at least the end of July. If I can't, which would be in 6 more weeks, if I can't, then it's going to basically be pretty much the end of August, hopefully, is what I'll push the cut to, and then go from there. Try to put some mass on and just back and forth. I think there's a point of diminishing returns. You can't cut forever and you can't bulk forever. I think there does come a point where you get diminishing returns. And it's just good to kind of switch it up a little bit. All right, let's embrace this pain. Oh, man, that's not the right weight. There it is. I was actually a little excited, like, that feels light tonight. Oh, I'm going to get this easy. I did 12. I'm going to count that as 11 just because I don't feel like that 12th one was slow enough. It kind of, the gravity beat me on that one. So I'll do this weight one more time next week, and then I'll go up from there if I'm able to actually hit a solid 12. Top 3 priorities, man. Top 3 priorities. You want to get good at anything in life, you have to put everything you can into it. You can't put in 10% and get 100% out. You can't put in 0% plus 0% is 0. So if you don't put any effort in, you're not going to get any return. So So putting in 100%, making it a top 3 priority, controlling all the variables 100%, controlling the water, the food, the salt, the calories, the sleep, the training, the programs, writing everything down, jotting it all. You have to be that serious? No, a lot of people don't need to be that serious. Just getting up and moving more is going to be a huge benefit. To me, I need to be that serious. Why? Because it's something I want to do. I want to compete. I want to be competitive. You know, I can't do it forever. So I want to take advantage of the youth that I have left and really just get at this, make a big difference in my physique, in my frame. Walk around for a couple of years being jacked and tan. All right, last week we did this for 8. Yeah, I did this 170 for 8, so I get at least 9. I call that 9. I got 10, but it wasn't a hold, and it started moving immediately. So it's still an improvement. And that's the thing too. Like, you can't get upset if you only move up by 1 rep, because that 1 rep is an additional 170 pounds with the volume I just increased my workload by from last week, which is still a win. I talked about this on Monday. This machine right here is a lot like a dumbbell row. With a dumbbell row, you're kind of more bent over. But when you pull, whether you stand like this, or you stand like this, or you get on a bench like this, you don't pull up like this. When you do a dumbbell row, you actually pull back. You bring your elbow backwards, right? You're not coming out to the side, you're coming back. And this machine right here, it's a sweeping motion, just like the dumbbell row. So that's what I really like about it. But with the dumbbell row, it's hard to hold here at the top, but you can get a real deep, heavy stretch. This is the opposite. It's easier to hold up here, and I have too long of arms, and it's uncomfortable to try to get a deeper stretch. I mean, I still get a stretch, but not like I can with a dumbbell row. So this, I like to hold the contraction a little bit harder than I do on dumbbells. So it's like the opposite end of the dumbbell row as far as it goes for the feel and the movement. So I went up in weight this week, so it doesn't matter what I get today on this. I'm going to make it matter, but I'm saying it's not like I have to beat a rep because I went up in weight. So now I just got to get the reps in. And then we just go straight into this, no warm-ups. We did 2 warm-ups, 1 set, 1 warm-up, 1 set, and now we just go straight into it. Now, just like with dumbbell rows, I'm going to rest about 15 breaths, 20 breaths, and then I'm going to hit the other side. Yeah, I got to take it easy with these. I can't
with the lighter sets, I'll get like a good stretch. But I can't really do that with a heavier weight, so I kind of pull my elbows back and do more like kind of like almost like a dip downward pressing motion. Because if I go too wide, I'll start feeling it in there, and I don't like the way that feels. But my back feels good, man. I feel like I got a good back pump right now. I don't know how that looks on the camera because I can't see it, but hopefully I'm flexing right. One more. There it is. Whew. So this is my first set. We did 2 warm-ups. This is our top set. Just like back, we're going to do 2 warm-ups a set. Well, not like back because I can't do that with chest. So I'm going to do 2 warm-ups a set, 2 warm-ups a set, 1 warm-up, 1 set because my pec doesn't allow me to go into it like that. Some things I got to play a little bit more caution than others. But got to play with the cards you're dealt with. I've probably done a few more reps, but taking my sweet time. Last week I did 55 for 8. Tonight I did it for 9. I took my sweet time building my pec back up because I'm not in a hurry to get hurt. And the thing is, a lot of guys say you got to get a deep stretch. The deeper the stretch, the fuller range of motion, the better the growth. But just try. Come out like this on your pec, and then come like this on your pec. And you'll notice that the stretch is still the same. Only difference is my arm is in a different position. So coming back to here, instead of doing a clapping motion, I'm doing a pressing motion. And this is actually the only decline form of anything I do for my lower chest because I don't have any decline equipment. I can't do decline dumbbell press because I don't have a bench that allows me to go decline. I can't do decline bench press. I don't have any other equipment. This is literally the only movement I have to do any type of work on my lower chest until we're able to get rid of some other equipment we don't need, and we're going to buy one of those decline ISO presses so we can get that. And we're actually going to look at getting one of those little dip machines as well too, so we could select the pin stack to be able to help start targeting that the triceps a little bit more. But it's feeling pumped. I'm feeling like I got a good little pump. I'll see what this looks like. I'm gonna be surprised with you guys too. Be like, oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Or, oh man, that looks terrible on camera because I look terrible. So I did 20 for 12, and then I did 30 for 5, and now I'm going to 35, and that's going to be for 10 reps I need to get because I did 9 last week, so I got to get 10 tonight, which I think is very doable. I'm actually feeling really good today. I don't feel so worn out. Feeling great. Feeling really good. Given the amount of cardio I've been doing, everything else, surprisingly, I'm not as worn out, especially because yesterday was leg day. Normally, after leg day, I'm really tired, really tired after I train my legs, but not today. I actually feel really great, and it's probably because I had to go a little bit lighter on my hack squat because my knee, I don't know. Or maybe just the cardio is finally helping me out, and I'm getting a little bit more endurance, and my recovery is a little bit better. Maybe it's just because I'm not so fat anymore. All right, we gotta embrace the pain. Embrace the burn and the pain and the squeeze, and the harder it is, the more we benefit from it. Whew, 10. I could have gone 11 probably, but I would have rather had that nice hard squeeze at the top and that slow negative. Veins are starting to come out a little bit more. I always forget to flex my stomach. Not that there's much there to see anyways. How's that lat look? Is that coming out better?
Yeah.
How's that looking? Better? No? Do they? Do like Arnold? Hit that one. Pull the side chest. That was one of his posing routines right there. And then he come around the most muscular. Maybe I'll practice this old posing routine. I'll come in here and hit you guys with that. So this routine is really easy because I just start high and then low and then middle. Get all three areas of the chest. I wish I had something to decline press, because then on Mondays I do incline press, decline press, flat press, but I don't. So I just do this instead. Ooh, man. Simple routine. I should pull this side first. Simple routine. Very simple routine. Very simple routine. Just gotta fight it. Oh, just gotta fight it. Get that burn. Woo, I'm gonna let that blood run back in my chest. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Not really show y'all something, but so I'm gonna turn a few of these lights out. I'm gonna turn this one out behind you. Oh, one more. right, now let's get underneath that lighting there, and then let's see if we get. I don't know if I'm shadowing from the hat. Step this out real quick. This is. Lighting in the pump. This is in the way. I want to hit that most muscular, pan the camera. All right, pan it. Bring it in closer. Oh, there's the veins in the traps. There they are. I don't know what the back will look like in the lighting. Is it shadowing or no? What if I step back a little bit? Too much? Not enough?
Right side of the shadow, left side.
Yeah, it's just I can't get under the lighting because just gotta get the right lighting at the right angles. Oh man, so this is the last chest workout for week 6. It's coming along. Do you like those girls? And y'all know who I'm talking about. It's like they had the sports bra on, right? But they still grab and they're like, oh wait, let me show you. There, now you can. That's the difference. That's the difference right there. Now you can see what I'm trying to show you. Okay, we'll turn these lights back on. I gotta get on the Stairmaster and do 30 minutes of cardio. I'll hit you guys up whenever I'm done with this. That workout was a 10 out of 10. It was a good workout. I enjoyed that a lot. You guys saw, got a good pump on my chest and the lighting. I don't know how it looks on camera because I haven't watched it yet until I edited it all and uploaded it, but it looked really good in the gym in that lighting. So, but all the same, it's coming along. I'm getting leaner and leaner every single day. I'm past the point where I feel like I'm just losing all my muscle mass and looking worse and worse because now I'm actually starting to see like the small little pockets of fat going away. And I don't feel like I'm losing any more muscle mass. My muscles to me are actually starting it feels like they're looking bigger and fuller and thicker because all the fat is finally starting to go away, which is showing the muscles, especially when I get a pump. Now in the mornings, I still feel small and withered, but when it comes time to work out, I do see the massive difference now. So not only has my body kind of adapted to the lower calories and the food that I'm eating, the low sodium, but it's also like adapting to the fat loss and everything else, if that makes sense. But overall, I'm looking better. I'm feeling better. I'm happy I'm going the way I'm going. I'm going to continue to go the way I go until I get my results. The end date is July 25th, but if I'm not where I want to be by July 25th, I will continue on through August until I hit my goal. And then from there, ultimately the goal is to start putting on size and bulking up for the rest of the year. So I got to get my abs first, and then I'm going to do a very, very, very slow, methodical, planned out bulk for the rest of the year. And then come January, I'll look at seeing if I want to continue the bulk or cut or find a show or whatever else. But we're heading to the tanning salon now. It's been a good day. I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.